Yep. That's right. Eagles wear boxing coming up. Y'all know what it is. Listen to the Eagle. That's right. Eagles way of boxing. Have a seat. Sit down, stand up. You're on lunch break, whatever you're doing. You know, just sit back and soak it all in. It's not meditation or nothing like that, but I guess you can. I don't know. Depends on how you take my voice. You know. You might take my voice like, oh man, I don't like his voice, man. You might use me to stay awake. You know, some people got that voice to keep you awake. You can't sleep. I heard you all the way in the other room, knowing it, and they're not even talking loud. It's just like a whisper. But just because you don't like that voice, it's so irritating. It's like, wow. It's like, that's irritating, son. Yeah, your voice so irritating. Yeah. To the point where you can't sleep no matter. You imagine that you're hearing. You ever hear a sound where you just imagine that you're hearing it because it's so annoying? I'm just saying, you started off hearing it, but then after a while, it's so annoying that, I mean, that's how annoying it is. It's so annoying that even when it's gone, you still hear it. Like, even if it's, I don't know if you've ever had like a leak from any of your faucets. The worst one, I think the worst one for a house is probably the one in the bathroom or something like that, the tub or something like that, because you can hear that drop. And what people do, a lot of people what they do is they put a bowl or something underneath to catch the water when they shouldn't. It has a drain. They should just let it go. The best thing to do is put something that's real absorbent until you get it fixed, like a towel or something like that. A towel is probably best. I know you don't want to get your towel wet, but that's probably the best thing to use is that towel. Because if you use something smaller, you're still going to hear that noise. If you use a towel, you're not really going to hear it because it takes a long time for that towel to get completely soaked and to make that splashing sound. And by that time, you're already asleep. You shouldn't wake up behind that. If you wake up behind that, then you're just not a good sleeper. I mean, somebody got to put you in the sleeper hole to get you to sleep. Yeah, I'm messing around over here, trying to find something. I don't like looking for stuff that should be right here. You know what's funny? It's not really funny, but I told you guys before, I love getting stuff. You know, I'm always sending something to myself because I just love getting packages. But then I had like about 3 packages come all at once today. I didn't like that much. That was too much. I want to get I'm like, nah, one today, one tomorrow, one the next day, like that. I want to get one a day. I don't want to get them all at once. So that kind of messed up my flow right there. Yeah. But we're not talking about it right now, because I'm gonna wait for y'all to get in here, then we'll talk about it. Not that, but we'll talk about this whole boxing thing, or we'll talk about something else. We don't always have to talk about boxing. You know? I think what I'll do is, when we talk boxing, I'll leave it up for a little while. I'm going to start taking my video. I've been taking videos down. I'm going to start taking videos down. There's no need is taking up so much space, keeping them up. So I'll try to keep up the ones that we have like a real great discussion. Important. So things that I have to go back to, and I'll keep them up, because sometimes we go back on subjects that we have already talked about in the past, and those type of videos, I'll keep those up. But just general topics and stuff, no. Not gonna really keep those up. Those will come down. Yep, those will come down. And unless you guys got a particular video that you just like to go over or something like that. I don't think I've never done any where we did I dropped a couple of gems here and there, but I don't think we did any videos where it's just like so educational that I got to keep it up. Maybe, how many? Like 2, 3, something like that. I might not even remember those. Probably even my very first one, my very like my very first stream, first or second, like that there. But these programs, they go through so many changes and they don't even let you know. I never get, I don't get an update. Like today, I had to, everything had to update for this whole Streamlabs. Everything had to update. So I'm like, what the heck? If everything's updating, so and then so this is the time where I'm on time. I get in here on time. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the chat. I'm getting in here on time. Nobody has to wait for the host today. Well, don't have to wait that long. You're always gonna wait a little bit, because I don't go by no real time schedule like that. But I came in. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. So I came in. Yeah, and I was, set up. I was just reading something real quick. I set up, and I go to start. And it's loading, it's updating and all that. I'm like, wow, here we go with this updating stuff again. Yeah, but I can tell you what I was looking at right now. I was looking at Simone Biles. Says she flies off the floor surface during qualification, or qualifying round. I didn't click on it. Yeah, routine, qualifying routine. And if you don't know who she is, she's a gymnast from the USA, and she's probably top female gymnast in the world. She's really good. I haven't been able to, keep up, with the Olympics very much. I catch like a fight here and there. I catch an event. My two favorite things in the Olympics is the boxing and the track and field. I'm not really into the basketball, even though I love basketball. I'm not really into the basketball like that. Ever since they start stacking the deck, but now the U.S. lost, so maybe I can get back into it. Yeah, because I want to see them fight, to get back. I want to see them to fight to really get back into a game. I don't want you to be just blowing somebody out by 50 points. Wow. Because nobody else in the world is probably going to watch it. And you're going to lose a lot of viewers even in the U.S. But if you make it more competitive, I'm not saying don't go out there and playing with these guys. But, just play them hard enough to win, be up by 5, or, 7. 7's a good lead going into like the last part of the game. 7 points is a good lead. As long as you play consistent, 7 points is a good lead. Because it takes, even the most shots is going to take, the least amount of shots it's going to take is 3. If you're up by 7. That's 3 shots, even if it's a foul. Even if it's a foul, a 3-pointer and a foul, that's 2 shots, and then another 3, and then they're up with you. So, just in case somebody didn't think I knew what I was talking about. Yeah. But this is, I can make sure I'm on the right day. Yeah, Wednesday. Let me go check the check the notification, make sure it went out. I don't know. Let me see. I gotta check from somewhere else. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I'm looking at this. Yeah, so I don't know. So so what happened is, I don't know. Okay, so let me see. Okay, there we go. So everything did go out. Because I'm seeing a certain amount of, I see people coming in and out, so I just need somebody to have a seat. because everybody's in and out. Just have a seat too. Don't just come in and out. Sit down. Let's talk about it. I still don't understand what state we're in, fellas. Not fellas, but ladies and gentlemen. I still don't understand. I don't know where you live exactly, but maybe you guys will let me know. Where you live, do you still have to wear a mask when you go shopping? And when I think the only thing, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking that the gas stations. I don't even know if they call them gas stations. I don't know. I call them gas stations. But gas stations are the only entity or whatever that was not really affected by COVID. You was always able to get gas no matter what. Now, if I'm wrong about that, somebody let me know. If it's in your neighborhood or somewhere that you know about, that at one point you couldn't get gas because of the COVID, then let me know. Because I don't remember once not being able to get gas ever since this whole thing kicked off. Not one time. I was always able to get gas. But a lot of other stuff it's just hard for a lot of other stuff. It's just hard to do. It's like, wow. There was a nurse practitioner that was on the streets in the city, and this thing has gotten to the point where you got a nurse practitioner in the streets asking people about their what do you call it, vaccinations and stuff, and saying that they're going to offer the vaccinations, that they're offering vaccinations somewhere for free or whatever. I mean, if that don't sound suspect though, I don't know. That's kind of, for me, I don't know. That's suspect for me. That's scary. Somebody coming from nowhere and then offering vaccinations and stuff. Are you serious? I guess I still got the kid mind, man, when it comes to that, because that person turns into a stranger to me all of a sudden. That's almost like somebody offering me certain stuff, telling you on the block that they got certain stuff for you. Yeah, telling you what they got. Telling you what they got this good. I got this, whatever here, son. It's good. They got that good. The good. And ain't nobody trying to hear it. But to me, that's my perception. That's my mentality. I'm saying you guys are different. Some of you might be the same, but that's mine. Is I just feel, I don't know. I just feel I feel a certain kind of way about it. Yeah, my allergies, man, been bothering me so much. I always get the itchies. I get on here on screen, man. I be having the itchy fest. It's always my nose. My eyes itch, but I can't rub those on camera. I can't really rub them at all. I gotta suffer through. You need ice when your eyes are itching. Then use ice. Please do not rub your eyes. If you do not rub your eyes. Don't do it, man. Because it's gonna be more irritating for days and days. You're gonna just be sore and burning. Man, I promise you. I actually feel like it's sometimes that my eyes itch so bad. I feel like taking a toothbrush and just brushing my eyes, man. That's how itchy they get. And that's too much, man. It's too much itching. You can't do all that. You're gonna mess your eyes up, doing that much. If you do that much. Yeah, but there's a lot of rumors and stuff going around, and so I just want to put this out that we have so-called fights, and then we have fights. You know what I mean? But are we 100% sure what's coming up? That I don't really know. If you're 100% sure, I don't know if you can ever be 100% sure, because we're hearing about fights, but then we're not seeing none of the fights. I keep hearing about this, like Charlo is supposed to be fighting everybody. I see my brother out there. Salute to y'all, sir. Y'all, sir, is up in here. So I don't really know, but hopefully we're gonna find out. What you know about that, y'all, sir? What you know about Charlo? I don't know. Maybe across the pond, maybe you got a clearer picture than we got over here. Because Yasser Hussein is, ladies and gentlemen, he's across the pond, as we call it. He's over in the UK, in which they have the, is the one of the oldest boxing outlets, as far as media wise, over there. And I endorse those. I endorse them because of their language of not falling for, all these made up champions and stuff like that. They're gonna keep everything the way that they've had it. Boxing news. So they just gonna keep it the way that they had it. They just gonna do their thing as far as like how they rate fighters and stuff like that. But the reason I brought him up is because he's across the pond, and maybe they have a little bit more information or different information than we have. So the two things that I ask you, at Yasser Hussein, so what's going on over there, brother? Did you hear anything about the Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford fight? I look for the latest pay-per-view because I keep hearing rumors. I don't want to report stuff to you guys if it ain't true, like rumors and stuff like that. I would say that Sean Porter, if it is on pay-per-view, to be honest, I don't think it's Bud that's causing it to be on pay-per-view. I think it's Porter. You know what I mean? Porter's causing it to be on pay-per-view. I don't think it's Bud. I don't think Bud, he got some influence, and this is not throwing him underneath the bus. And people get all scared and start crying for Bud every time you say something. But no, I'm just saying that you're not like a pay-per-view star, nothing like that, because they would not let you. And see, that's what people got to understand. When they put you on pound for pound, that actually tells the media a story about you. Because you're on pound for pound, that tells the media a story. Not just the media, but these companies that have these outlets. Like they have the boxing outlet, like Showtimes and HBOs and CBS's and all them type of stuff. Right? When you are noted as like a pound for pound, then nobody's going to just overlook you. And also, they're going to make sure, this is another thing, for yous that don't know, another thing, Yasser Hussein, and people, what they're going to do is they're going to make sure that you're fighting. Because that's only going to help them. Sound like I was tongue-tied? No, I just wanted to put it a different way. But that's going to help them. Right? Right or wrong. If you're a superstar and you're pound for pound and you keep confessing and professing that you're pound for pound and you're not doing pound for pound moves, then that gives me a problem with you. And it should give other people a problem. Other people should have a problem with you. Because that's like any other title, like occupation or title. In boxing, we give you guys got all kinds of, stories. So you guys are saying that, oh, I should be on pound for pound, I should be this and I should be that. Okay, well, if you're going to be on pound for pound, let me ask you a question. If somebody's on pound for pound, do they have to work or not work? If you're on pound for pound, is it okay to be on pound for pound and not put in pound for pound work? Okay. Now there's an argument for Charlo to be on pound for pound. Is he putting in pound for pound work? I think he's putting in a lot of pound for pound work. I think he's putting in better pound for pound work than some people that are on pound for pound, i.e., EG or whatever. But Crawford is not putting in pound for pound work. But now he want to fight Sean Porter. And what I'm reading and what I'm understanding about Sean Porter is not going in this fight thinking. Sean Porter maybe is a little bit apprehensive about Bud. But he's not going to go in there apprehensive. He's going in there like he has to kill somebody. I'm telling you. You're probably going to see a way different Sean Porter than you've ever seen. You're probably going to see a way different Sean Porter. And see, a lot of people ain't expecting that. Because I know most of the people is calling, oh yeah, Bud going to mop him. He gonna knock him out all easy. And we know how all these knockouts go. All these people getting knocked out so easy. Nobody's prediction is right. I see you out there, Sir Flame, salute. Nobody's predictions have been right about all these knockouts and stuff like that. Ain't nobody right about none of these knockouts. Get out of here with that. Get out of there. You know, we got to take with the decisions. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make one too when it comes to Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao. I said that it probably has to end in some kind of devastating fashion for either one of them. I don't think it can. I don't think that kind of a fight can actually be judged. It's not gonna pan well for either fans. If Earl wins a close decision, Manny Pacquiao fans gonna be complaining. I'm gonna have to listen to Sir Flame crying about it. Sir Flame gonna be saying that Manny got robbed, and I'm just messing with my brother though. I'm just messing with Sir Flame. Y'all know that's my guy out there, man. Sir Flame. All my people, y'all, sir. Anybody who mess with me, that's my people right there. Because they still got they still have the intelligence enough, or the inintelligence, unintelligible ness. You like my words? Yeah. To still, follow me and come in and chop it up and chat and try to get these words out with me, try to add to the grown folks' perspective on this whole boxing thing. So it's like, right now, Sir Flame, I'm not seeing Sean Porter or Bud on the pay-per-view list. So what the hell are they doing to us? Let me catch up with y'all, because Sir Flame coming here, y'all already know what it is. I had to read it out twice. I don't think Sir Flame came back the other day when I got cut off. Okay, so y'all, sir, salute Eagle. He says same thing you heard, Eagle. Not much news about it, apart from it's been ordered. Yeah, all these fights being ordered, but we don't know. Sir Flame is in here, and for y'all that's visiting, y'all come in here and pay attention to this statement here, because Sir Flame says salute to Eagle. It's way up, right? He said salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said jab that like button. That means jab the like button before you hit live, man. Don't hit top chat, but always hit live. He said, or your neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagle's way of boxing. He got the fire up good to 100 with those things that take you down with the boxing glove up. That's my brother there. You know what I mean? So make sure you understand what that means when you come up in here. We don't want that neck to get stressed out. Because your neck will get stressed. Yeah. But Sir Flame is salute at Yasser Hussein. And then Yasser Hussein is salute back. I see my brother Derek Beatty finally came back. Yeah. Yeah, Sir Flame said, yeah. He said they all want to be the best, but don't want to put in the work. Fighting bombs or not fighting at all won't cut it. And there you go, brother. Derek Beatty said I ordered a fight also. He got his hands up, though. Yeah, but that's crazy. You know what it is? See, this is what it is, everybody, folks. What it, this is what it is with me. What it is with me is I want fights that. Okay, look what just happened. I won't even. I won't even talk about that. I want fights to do this. I'm just take a look back. What happens? Let's just go back a little bit. We're not going to go back too far because I don't want you guys having flashbacks and getting too mad because you guys are going to go back too far and start getting mad. But what just happened with the Wilder fight? See, it was going to be one of the biggest pay-per-views ever, and all of a sudden it got pulled out. Now, why did I start off by saying it was going to be one of the biggest pay-per-views? Okay, so it's going to be a big pay-per-view. Then what? Are there numbers involved that somebody don't want to, be eclipsed by the Wilder and Fury fight, or is it just all kinds of stuff? We got to look at all angles, folks, all the time. We got to look at all angles. As grown folks, we got to find out why stuff is happening. That's why we in this state we in now, man. As far as like all these countries, not just America, but all these countries. The reason we in the state that we're in is because it's not a whole lot of thinkers. People don't think. You know what I mean? They're not thinking about how we can get out of all this. So wait a minute, this do the right. I ask questions in here just to see where people's minds is. So I ask, how long does it take to do the right thing? And people that are intelligent enough, they say, you know what? It don't take, but right now. It takes right now to do the right thing. It don't take. And if you notice, man, they have a schedule for when, like in the U.S., how does this relate to boxing? It kind of parallels, but we have a system to where people didn't really do anything wrong, they wait 100 years or they wait 50 years. They have a time schedule to where that person that was persecuted, it might even be 200 years, that they get pardoned. Why is that? When in here we discuss how long does it take to do the right thing? If I ask Derek Bailey that, he'll say, oh yeah, it don't take but right now. That's all. That's what it takes. It takes right now to do the right thing. It don't take long. But all these countries are the same way, man. And when I say all, you know what I mean. I mean the ones that's under the same umbrella. And some of them that you don't think is under the same umbrella, guess what? They still under the same umbrella. Because if you see them doing the same thing, then they're the same country. Their politics is basically the same no matter what they pretend. Everything's the same. Just be grown about it and learn to observe. That's your best way to learn, man, is just observing. By listening to the conversation, but then observing. Like you're saying one thing, but you're doing something else. Yeah. But Derek Bailey said salute at Eagles way of boxing. Derek Bailey again salute at y'all sir. And then y'all sir salute fam at Derek Bailey. And then Sir Flame salute at Derek Bailey. And then Derek Bailey right back salute at Sir Flame. Derek Bailey said Canelo versus Plant is off. See, and that's another thing. That's what I'm trying to say, that we're trying to get a real schedule. I don't know if it's really off. It looks like the negotiations just fell through. And why is this happening? If I offered, like right now, I don't know what kind of shape Sir Flame is in or nothing like that. But if I offered Sir Flame right now, I say, you know what? I got somebody who's gonna sponsor us, man. We're gonna go 4 rounds of boxing. I mean, he don't know how big I am. I don't know how big he is. But anyway, but if I offered him $1 million to fight me, he probably gonna step up. He probably gonna just step up and fight. Okay, man, I'm about that action. He's not worried about an O, where will his O go or nothing like that. I'm not worried about the O. We're gonna throw those things, right? And we're not in the professional ranks, so why are we gonna do it? You got people in the professional ranks. Now, the whole thing about the bargaining table is not necessarily giving your ass a bargain. The bargaining table doesn't mean to get a bargain. It means to figure out the details of the contract. That's what you do at the bargaining table. So why we have all these fights that's not making it through the bargaining table? But I kind of went forward, but so let's step back just a little bit. So let's step back just a little bit. So we talked about, you know, not being able to trust what we're going to see. Now we go and order these fights, just like the Wilder fight, and then we don't get to see it. And then now this Sean Porter fight, I check pay-per-view and I don't see nothing on pay-per-view. But here's the language. I heard that it's going to be a fight on pay-per-view. That's what I heard. Look at Sir Flame. He way down at the bottom. He ain't yelling at me, but he said, "Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Sir Flame, huh? Sir Flame, but me and Sir Flame, we'll get that money though. We ain't even gonna try to hurt each other probably. I don't know. Sir Flame might try to knock my head off. This ego, I finally got his ass. He might try to kill me though, but I be trying to talk to him, brother. We gonna try to take it easy on here a little bit because we about to get paid. I don't know. Me and Derek Bailey will get paid without coming out all black and blue. I don't know. Sir might go at me though, Derek. Sir Flame might go at Eagle. Like he trying to put them mitts on Eagle. Yeah. That damn Sir Flame, man. I don't know. I gotta look at Sir Flame out the corner of my eye now. I don't know. Sir Flame might try to take Eagle. Put those things on Eagle. Sir Flame said, "Okay, yeah, I'm down here." Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too, though. So Sir Flame said I heard this off at Derek Bailey. Yeah, crazy. That is why I don't get excited. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We could never salute to the Queen Lala up in here giving Eagle the 3 hearts. She say my name though. Say my name. Say my name. Asante. This case you don't know. Asante. You gotta say it the right way though. Nobody says my name like me. Asante. Yeah, but that's all valid stuff though. And I don't know, Lala. Same thing, Lala D, the queen in here. So what you think, Lala? We supposed to be getting all these fights and stuff, but who's really fighting? What's really hood? What's really going down? Are we really gonna get these fights? Is Bud really signed to fight Crawford? I looked it up. I went to the pay-per-view site. I didn't see a damn thing. All this money and they fighting and all this and mandatory clauses and all this. You know, well, what the hell? The Wilder fight. I'm still looking for that. What happened? Now we're on October 9th. You can't get excited. But if one of these fights come up, I'm gonna holler at one of y'all. If somebody goes, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna meet and greet with one of y'all. Some of y'all. I'm gonna go see Lala. I don't know where she going at. I'm a Lala fan. I'll follow Lala. I'm a Derek Bailey fan. I'm a Sir Flame fan. I'm a y'all Surf fan. I'm a fan. I'm y'all's fan. Don't matter. Some people say, "Oh man, you can't get all close to the people that come through." Look, I had certain people that came through forever. Since day one, they done been through, and most of them been through a lot of shit in my chat and everything else. Not for me, but just like Streamlabs used to put hands on Surf Flame, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? So we know what it is, man. And certain people, it's ain't like I'm taking somebody home. You know what I mean? It ain't like I'm taking somebody home with me. But we getting fights like, why is everything got to be like hearsay for us? You feel me? Everything got to be like hearsay. It's like, are you kidding me? But guess what happens with the new media? Everybody is projecting it out like, oh yeah, they're getting all excited. I can't wait for this and that. No. You're not going to see that out of Eagle. Eagle ain't going to get all crazy. Oh, yeah, this fight is on. Even with this Sean Porter fight. Speculation, he going to get Scully in his corner. It's all kinds of stuff that he going to do this, going to do that. I'm like, you ain't going to do shit until you show us you're going to do it. Like I said, this is what I want to see. This is what Eagle want to see. You see this? That's what I want to see. I want to see 2 people sitting down, and I want to see writing. When we seen this on camera, what was one of the most famous, if you guys get this name, one of the most famous fights in history where we got to see this live. This. And if you don't know what that is, that's signing the contract live. I want to see if anybody knows. You can name any fight. You can name any fight, but I'm gonna tell you the fight that I got in my mind is a fight way back. I'm not saying that we were old enough to see it live, but when we seen it, we actually seen them, signing the paperwork. And I'm gonna tell you, it was a championship fight. It was a heavyweight fight, and it was in the '60s. Now, okay, so there we go. So let's go. So that's off. Yep, crazy. That's Derek said he don't get excited. That's right. And then Sir Flame right back. Sir Flame said I also heard Canelo has been in the field picking cherries. I can't remember the name, but Canelo has a plan B if plant don't happen. Yeah, of course he got a plan B, and you know it's gonna put. And so y'all, sir, don't think I'm picking on you or nothing like that, because I'm not picking on you, brother, at all. Because you're across the pond, but I'm quite sure that if Canelo can't get his fight, I'm just throwing this out there for me. It seemed like if he cannot get his fight, that he is going to go Euro shopping again, because he always go Euro shopping. It's like he's on a Euro tour, like I'm on this Euro tour right now. Why you on the Euro tour? We know why you on the Euro tour. He on that tour. Sir Flame. Hell, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we're ready. Hell yeah, man. Wait, yeah, Cynthia, yeah, that's mine. Derek Bailey. Lala D is shouting everybody out. She gave him the king crowns in the heart. I didn't get no king's crown. I'm the king up in there. I'm the king. I'm the king up in there. Sir Flame said, no, I'll be like Floyd Money for the both of us, yeah. Oh, Floyd Money. Just sitting back. Yeah, put us in there. Celebrity boxing. New media host versus versus Mod. Yeah. Derek Bailey say peace to Queen. At Lala D. Lala D back at Sir Flame with the fire up good. And the crown up good. And the heart up good. And Lala D is at Yasser Hussein. I don't know why Yasser is ignoring the Queen. She gave him 3 crowns. Oh, there he is. Okay, he said hello at Lala D. And he got the silly face up. Sir Flame says salute to the Queen at Lala D. And then Derek Bates said Fury has a bad elbow. Oh yeah. That's all we got to keep hearing about, the bad elbows. And we're not gonna we just ain't gonna get fights that we want, folks. We're not gonna get these fights, man. Stop getting excited about all these fights, man. I'm tired. I'm over it now. Because at first I was getting all excited about all these fights. How many fights? Just think about it. Just think about it. How many fights in the last 3 years did you not get that we were supposed to get? If you just start thinking about it. It started off, the worst duck was AJ versus Wilder. And then from then on, we just wasn't getting nothing. I mean nothing. Only 154. 154 was they've been fighting at 154, but we couldn't get light heavyweights to fight. Think about it. Heavyweights, we couldn't get them to fight. Welterweights, we couldn't. It took a while for us to get them to fight. Earl just started beating everybody up, and that's how we got fights at welterweight. Nothing but straight duck jobs. That's it. Let me see what y'all got. But that's right. That's right, Lala D. She said facts to something there. She said, if Bud and Porter don't fight, I'm gonna cry. She said, but Bud's friend, she said, Bernie the boxer sounds like it's definitely happening. All right. Okay, you go ahead and get excited, girl. And she said yes. She said yes or something there. She said, let's go. That's right. Let's go, baby. Derek Pater said, we can't meet anywhere because no one is really fighting. Yeah, we can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. We got to come up with everything. Joseph Brown up in here, y'all. Y'all miss Joseph Brown. Haven't seen him for a while. Salute to J to the B. J to the Brown is up in Eagles Web today, baby. Yeah, he said right at Sir Flame. That's Derek Bailey. Yeah, but Sir Flame said, I don't know what to believe from Fury. Yeah, Fury. I told y'all his tongue. I told you that he was fraudulent from step one. See, the thing about it, in grown folks boxing chat, see, the thing is, in here, I don't go by, I try to stay, the last thing I hit is all this stupid old media and new media. That's the last thing I hit. The first thing I do is I pay attention to, like, let's say, for instance, like an interview, like a press conference and stuff like that. That's when I pay attention to the fighter at first. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. He sounds kind of He sounds suspect. I don't know if I can trust him. When I look at their antics, what they try to do, what they try to bring to the table, like are they really trying to bring fear to the fighter? Or are they just clowning and shit? And I'm gonna throw this out there right now because this is gonna hurt people right now. And I'm not trying to hurt you somebody's feelings, but this is gonna hurt your feelings. Now we talk about people being clowns like Fury and all that. Now, and all the Mexican fighters is supposed to be, such warriors. But then we watch Ryan Garcia and stuff like that. But guess what? The clowndom with the Mexican fighters started way before that. There's been a few Mexican fighters that was clowns. Matter of fact, one was a literal clown. I'm gonna tell you. You want to know his name? A literal clown. His name was Jorge Paez. So, far as being clowns, I can actually go back and say that you guys were the first ones to start off being clowns. Besides a couple of antics that people would do way back in the day, and that was based on racism, as you would have these clowns that wanted to fight one of the so-called African American fighters, and I forget the one guy's name. What was his name? The big gorilla with all the hair on his back, hair all over his body. That fought Joe Louis, him, and then a guy tried to fight another guy tried to fight him, and then, but nobody wanted to fight Sugar Ray though. Sugar Ray Robinson, they didn't want to fight him. They said, no, I ain't trying to get knocked completely out. Yeah, but Jorge Paez was the first clown. So y'all get out of here talking about Mexican style and all that. Get out of here. Y'all have some clowns too. But what it is, people haven't been around boxing as long, so they don't know all this stuff. They don't know like history. They can't go back and and file through their mind and say, you know what, you guys have a bunch of clowns too. So stop it. Stop acting like all Mexicans is so elite and all that. Get the hell out of here. But Yasser Hussein said hello at Lala D. Okay, I already read that. Okay, I'm waiting. I rolled back up. We can't meet anywhere. Okay, I got that. I don't know. Okay, right at Surf Flame. Long time ago, Derek Bailey said, yeah, long time. You can go right back. Joe Louis and Smelling. No, it was the guy with all the fur all over his body. I think he got knocked out in 1 or 2 rounds. I forget his name. Look, he was a short guy, but real thick, thinking he could take the champ on. But Jay Brown in there said, salute the Eagles way of boxing. So let's get back into, so I forget his name though. You guys already know me. I'll find it. I'll look for it after I get this read. I'll go through there and we'll know exactly who it was. But Yasser Hussein says salute at Joseph Brown. Lala D say Joseph Brown. She said, all rise. That's right. She got the crown up and she got the heart up good. Yeah, Joseph Brown said, Yasser Hussein, he said, salute, fam. And then Joseph Brown again said, Lala D, salute, queen. He said, what you think about Canelo news? Yeah, Canelo, we don't know. King is up in here too. King Louis came through, y'all. King Louis said, salute everybody. Say my name too. That's right. Yeah, we're going to say King Louis' name too. Jake Brown with, he said, King Louis 2 box. He said, salute, brother. Yasser Hussein said, salute at King Louis 2 box. He crying. Yep. And then everybody else. Okay, Derek Bailey, salute at Jay Brown. And then Jay Brown right back at Derek Bailey, salute fam. And then Derek Bailey, salute at King Louis 2 boxing. And then Derek Bailey again, Paez can fight though. Paez can fight, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about he was a clown too though. He was a clown. You go back and look at he was a clown. He was a clown. He couldn't beat nobody who was elite. You know what I mean? He wasn't elite. Because the topic was that all the Mexican fighters are all elite. And so when they talk about clowns, now when I said he was a clown, I meant literally, he was an actual clown. He was an actual clown. He was in the circus. Yeah. I'm trying to find out who I was talking about. I don't know, I got to word it a certain way, but I read out everything y'all got. I don't think y'all can really go past me without me figuring out. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see who it was. That's right. We'll get it. Yep. Mhm. I like to try to search and find stuff that when it's hard to find, I love it. I'm like, wow, you gotta try to find something that's really hard to find because I forget the guy's name. And I got all you scholars in here, man. Y'all supposed to know who this little guy. I gave the, I got the photographic type of things where, I remember the look. I know the guy looked like a little bear, man. The one that Joe Lewis was fighting. They thought he could take Joe Lewis. But he looks, yeah. But somehow I'll find it. That's right. Y'all go and y'all chop it up or something. Let me see. Let me try to see. This one kind of has me. This one has me because usually I usually find them so quick. Yeah. Okay. I usually find them real quick when I look for stuff. Trying to think. Okay, so I'll look one more way, then I'll get back to y'all. I'm still here, but I'm saying I'll get back to y'all. Because I know I'll find it later anyway. Somebody probably already got it. They're like, oh, you got it. I know what it is. Yeah, let me see. Nah, I can't. No. I'll find it and then I'll let you guys know who it was. I have to find it later. Yeah. I don't want to just search for it, the whole time that we doing this. But yeah, somebody probably knows who it is. Yep. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, Paez can fight. Okay. A lot of D is talking to Jay Brown about something. Yeah. A lot of D is at King Louis. She got him all them hands up there good with the heart in the king. Yeah, the king come here and say, yeah, you say my name up in here. I know y'all up in Eagles Way of Boxing, but y'all better try to recognize the king up in here too. But make sure y'all hit my like button before you fall down up in the Eagles Way, man. Before you hit that live, hit that like button. Yep. Look like I'm missing a few likes, man. Hey, you visitors can throw up a like too, man, every once in a while. You visitors, yeah, you can throw up a like. Yeah, but these fights, man, we're not getting the truth, man. It's no truthing. I don't know. I think, was that you, Derek Bailey, that said that some close sources said that the Terrence Crawford fight is going to happen? Or is that just something else that we going to just get excited about and not get it? Because I'm noticing that every weight level, we're not getting the fights that we want to get, man. We're just not getting the fights. We're not getting them. It's like something happened, like, okay, this happened. Like, why so many things happening? Why are we not getting the fights? We're going to get Regal. Regal's back fighting. And then you guys are getting Paul versus Woodley. Who's excited about that, or who wants that fight to happen? Or who you guys going for when Paul versus Woodley? All these YouTubers and stuff is taking over the boxing. So we do got Benavidez coming up next month too, though. He's fighting Uzcategui. And Rigo's fighting Casemiro. But anyway, I do want to see the Rigondeaux fight. I do want to see. I like the way Rigondeaux. I don't know. A lot of people, y'all don't like Rigondeaux. I like Rigondeaux. I like him because he makes you play chess. And he's not even playing chess. He's just playing a whole different game. He ain't even playing chess because he's just making you do. He's making you try to figure out how to get in. He try to make you figure out how to get in without getting an uppercut or something or a right hand. I like that, man. Hey, you got to respect the fighter like that, where you got to figure it out. You want a championship or you want to get a W, you got to figure out how to beat him. He's a hard little dude to beat, man. I mean, he started off. I mean, he was losing against Donaire for how long? Not even long, like a couple of minutes. Out the whole fight. Then you start beating Donaire up. I'm like, okay, well, that's what Rigo do. Okay, Lala D says she knows Bud's best friend. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, yeah. I was asking who it was. He said, yeah, he was. Yeah, she said, sorry, it was me. She said, laughing out loud, I just hit the like button. Okay, yeah, yeah, it was you. Yeah, I knew. You came flying up here in my live. I know I was getting shorted by somebody. Yeah, Derek Bailey said, Lala D said, she knows Bud's best friend. Okay, so Derek Bailey laughing out loud, I'm gonna get you. I don't know him. I'll follow him. Said he is hilarious. Yeah. Okay, now Derek Bailey right back to oh, my bad at Lala D. Yeah, y'all stop it. Don't pick on the queen, man. Leave her alone. She's the only female in here that's participating. So y'all respect when she comes in. She participate all the time. Well, she a mod too though, but y'all respect her when she come up in here because she participates in the chat. And of course, this kind of a topic we don't really get nowhere with it as much. But I like to have a topic like this every once in a while because it's like, well, what are we really going to see? Damn, because right now the boxing schedule is thin. And this is a question for Derek Bailey. Did you get to go back and watch the Takam fight with Joe Joyce to find that Joe Joyce was not winning that fight, and that shit was a premature stoppage too. They always stopping Takam's fight. Why did Takam come in? Maybe somebody can answer this. And I'm not looking for some kind of a conspiracy or nothing like that, but is it just me or does it seem like since Takam came to fight, and I'm saying he came to fight, since he came to fight, he was already like a gatekeeper when he got into boxing. Like when he came into the professional ranks, he like came in after so many fights. He just came in as like he was automatic gatekeeper. I'm like, that's kind of sad, man. I don't like the way he's a good little basic fighter, but I think he should have more W's. He was even saying, and I could see this too. I listened to his interview. He was saying that he was doing all the things from his experience that he needed to do, to get through the round. He said he wasn't hurting nothing like that. He said he actually felt that Joyce was getting tired. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Joyce was getting tired too. Okay. So Jay Brown came up with a good point. He's talking to Lala D, but y'all can read his point out. I'm not gonna read it out, but it's just like it's exactly what we're talking about. That these fighters, you fighters got to stop being escape artists and get some fights done. Y'all so Hussein is messing around. He said Bud's best friend. She said in Lala D. She said real tight. Yep. So the best friend, is that what it is, Lala? Yeah, Lala D in here. She's uh, Bud's best friend. Yeah, yeah. Derek Bailey crying. He crying over to y'all, sir. Yep. Derek Bailey said, not yet. Oh, okay, I will after the live. Okay. Derek Bailey said, I called Frank and said, make sure you take care of Joe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think you said that before. Yeah, you took. Hey, guess what? And he did take care of Joy. Watch when you watch the fight. You'll see. Watch. You're going to be laughing. Okay. I didn't really have him win. You got to look. I look close, man. Jay Brown, we got different opinions, but I look close, man. He wasn't, those punches, he wasn't that effective. And I think Takum was more effective to the body, man. Takum was getting, the stuff that Takum was landing was a lot cleaner. A lot of stuff that Joe Joyce was throwing was actually getting picked off. It was actually getting blocked. He wasn't landing like flush. Like, he got some punches in on there. I mean, like that last round, he did land something, but no, I didn't have him winning. Matter of fact, Derek Chisora said the same thing I said. Derek Chisora said that Joyce was losing the fight, and he said that they shouldn't have stopped him. Now he a professional fighter. There's, he ain't got nothing to win or lose by saying what he said. But I had the same idea that he had, that he was losing, and they shouldn't have stopped the fight. I'm just saying. But you have your opinion too, though. You say 4 out of the 6 rounds. Yeah, Takum never threw a punch for 30 seconds after he got hurt by Joyce. It was a good stoppage. It wasn't a good stoppage to me. No. Okay, when you come back there, baby, after you take a look at the fight, tell me if it was a good stoppage. I can't put it up in here, but it wasn't. He actually was like, he got mad. He was mad at the ref right away, instantly after the ref stopped the fight. And if you hurt, you can't get mad at the ref instantly. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I was getting beat up. No, he wasn't getting beat up like that, brother. You was overseeing it. I'm telling you, you was seeing too much of it. Yeah, but Lala D, she crying because of y'all, sir. Yeah, Lala D best friends with a lot of people, man. Y'all, sir, at Derek Beatty crying. He said he took care of your boy Joyce all right. Yeah, he took care of your boy. Okay. So Yasser Hussein, I think he had like a. So what? When they stopped the fight, this is only for Yasser Hussein. Oh, it's for anybody. Hey, what kind of stoppage was that to you, Yasser Hussein? And I'm not jumping on Jay Brown because we haven't seen Jay Brown for a while, but Yasser Hussein. So what kind of a stoppage was that to you, in your opinion? Was that a good stoppage? And when in reference to the Takum versus Joyce fight. Oh, okay, so there goes y'all, sir. He's talking to you, Jay Brown, but he said I need to rewatch. He says that because I didn't see Takum get beat up like that for the stoppage. Yeah, I didn't see it either. Okay, a lot of these. Oh, she said everyone be ready to watch the spring finals this weekend. She's 100-meter. Okay, women on Saturday and the men Sunday. Then the 200 finals on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, we got to see that. I love that. I know what you're talking about, sprinting. And guess what? We talked about that before you got in here, Lala. We was already talking about this. But I told everybody to make sure you try to keep up with those Olympics. A lot of the people that came out of not the SEC and a lot of people that came out of out of South, out of the Southeast, not the Southeast, but the Southwest, they lost, man. The Texas boys and the LSU boys, they all lost. And just, they didn't even make it to the Olympics, which I thought they was going to make. I thought Terrence Laird was going to make it, but I think he just ran too much. He just ran too many races before they got to the qualifier that was up in Eugene. He just ran too many. Because he was winning, and he was winning way bigger than he had to. He could have saved his energy. He was winning he was leading everybody far as time-wise in the 200 and in the 100, and he'd end up not making it. So in track and field, you got to pace yourself. As a matter of fact, I do plan on, I want to go to the championships, which is going to be up in that area again next year. So I don't really like to plan ahead of time, like way off, just like planning stuff. But I'll put it this way: I would like to go. And if I do go, you guys will know about it. You know, you know, Father willing, that everything goes to plan. Not really plan, but goes that if things go that way, yeah, I'll try to broadcast and all that, send updates, and I'll definitely be getting some film out there because I love track and field. I'm just a sportsaholic anyway. I used to be a lot worse, but now just boxing. I love that track and field, yeah. But we're looking for Brumell in the 100 probably, and then we have the guy from, I'm not sure if he ran already, but the guy, like I said, the guy from Arizona that runs the hurdles, the 110-meter hurdles. He's great. He's great. And then we have a 200 guy too. I just can't think of his name right offhand, but he's great too. Lyles, yeah, Lyles. See, I got so much stuff going through my mind. Yeah, but yeah, Lyles and stuff. Yep. But yeah, Lala D, right? Yeah, but Yasuo Hussein said, in my opinion, he said it was early AF. So it was early after the fact. Derek Bay said thanks because I have been missing everything at Lala D. Yeah, Derek Bay's been sleeping lately. I don't know what Derek doing. Derek been relaxing, man. He's content. Hey, Derek, you done got married or something? Or is Derek married? Derek he just settled down. I've been talking about food a lot on the channel, so Derek basically just sitting around. He's sitting around eating and just relaxing. He ain't doing nothing. He too comfortable right now. He getting all those massages and just eating. Yeah. Also, Lala D say also a Morocco man tried to bite his opponent's face in the Olympic boxing. He was frustrated. Yeah, that's what happened when you start getting beat up. Yeah, but Jason Joe Brown is back to defend his point. He said Joe Joyce hit him with 30 seconds with no returns. Yeah, no, but he was still doing. He was on the defensive. He said with no return fire from tackle. He got hit by the last punch, and he fell back, and it looked bad when his head snapped. No, come on, brother. No, when he was folded up. He was folded up. He wasn't doing the Mikey. He wasn't like this. Like the Mikey was like in the shell with his stomach tight, nothing like that. But we can agree to disagree, brother. You got two people to disagree with it, and we're gonna see what happens when Derek Bailey checks it out. Then we'll just see. And I'm not trying to pick on you, but I'm just saying, in my estimation, I just think it was just an early stoppage, and even by the fighters' reaction, a lot of times the fighters don't. They react a certain way. If the ref stop it and it's okay, they have a different reaction. When it's not okay, and because he came right back and was like pushing, like hollering at the ref, like, no, hell no, don't stop this. You don't do that when you're getting beat up. I mean, he was getting hit, but he blocking and absorbing and blocking, and you got to go back and look, brother. I'm just saying. But anyway, you say he fell back when his head snapped back like that, and the ref stopped him. I didn't see his head snap back. I got to look at it again too, because when the ref stopped it, it wasn't even a whole lot of action when the ref. To me, it wasn't a whole lot of action when the ref stopped. He was getting hit, but it wasn't like nothing. It wasn't nothing heavier than what he had got hit with. Like he got hit with some heavier stuff than, in my opinion, he got hit with some heavier stuff before that. But anyway, Derek Bay said, "Wow, I haven't caught any boxing at Lala D." No, Lala D at Derek Bay. She said, follow NBC channel on YouTube, at least. They give you tons of results. Yeah, there you go. She's hooking you up, Derek. Derek Bailey. Lala D said, Derek Bailey, a really good American kid, won a welterweight bout yesterday. Okay. She's still talking to Derek. Yeah, those Eastern Europeans, it used to be Cuba. Way back in the day, it was Cuba. But it's always been the Eastern Bloc, which they used to call the Eastern Bloc. It was always those countries, but they was always in the 70s. They were always silver and bronze compared to Cuba. Cuba used to rack up. When you talk about Olympic boxing, you just put the gold right next to Cuba, because Cuba was coming to whoop everybody. Yep. Yep. Yeah. We have like I said, they had that little featherweight out of Ohio that won like a couple of days ago. I don't know if he's went on to still win. Yeah, but he's 4-0 as a professional. Yeah, they letting some of the professionals fight in the amateurs. Well, you can. All of them can fight. That's crazy though, huh? You imagine a champ like Earl Spencer, somebody going in there fighting. Not just Earl Spencer. Let's just name somebody else. Like even Deontay Wilder. He'd probably get some good knockouts. Oh damn! Look at Derek. Derek on that. He's on that. He's on that again. And you see what he wrote, y'all? He said he's talking to me, but he said I haven't had my drawers buried yet, Eagle. He talking about that hoodoo voodoo stuff. No, I'm not gonna have all that. If a girl try to take anything from me, any of my personal underclothing and stuff like that, and want to do something with it, or want to remember me, hell to the no. I said no, I need them. That's my favorite pair. Any pair she pick up is my favorite pair. That's my favorite pair. I can't. I give up something else. I don't know if I want to give up a sock. I don't know. What would you give up? Since Derek Bailey starting that shit, what would you give up, fellas? I don't know if all y'all believe in the hoodoo voodoo and the, what they call it? The root, the claw, whatever. I don't know if y'all believe in that, but if you knew a girl was into that, what article of clothing or what would you give her that was of your personal belonging? Better find a cigarette or something. You better find something that could be yours or anybody else's. Yeah. A lot of these say something. I'm curious to see how the Japanese men run. They've been improving over the years, and they're the host country. We'll see. Yeah, they've been doing pretty good though. And believe it, they got some melanated people in their squad now too. If y'all been noticing that. And see, I didn't want to bring all this stuff up, but just grown folks chat, so I will bring it up. Have you guys noticed when it comes to real competitive sports, things that you got to work hard, like you got to run fast, jump high, and stuff like that? Has anybody been noticing like me that a lot of all these countries, maybe with the exception of China, and they might not even be an exception, that a lot of the people on their squad is looking more and more melanated? Because I've never seen so many melanated people, and that means brown-skinned people, on a squad like France. Are you kidding me? England is almost like the U.S. now. So, but France, are you kidding? Even Germany, Yugoslavia. Where else I seen some? It's some Italy, and there's no cap. I'm serious. This is serious. I'm talking to you in a serious matter, and I just mean that. So for people here to feel like you're hated because of your background over there, you're not. You're actually admired and loved over there. I'm telling you right now, you are admired and loved over there. Because guess what? They couldn't teach the hate. Because they don't have like a southern, like you might have a southern part of different countries like Germany and other countries. You have southern, northern, western, eastern parts of it. The only thing changes over there, their language changes a little bit, and some of their mannerisms, that's kind of true, it's split. But they learn to change. Like over the years, they learn to change. So basically, anywhere you go over there, you're gonna be respected. But I'm just throwing that out there, man, because sometimes we talk about this, and these people, it's like, no, you're actually loved in a lot of places because they haven't been taught. They were taught to hate, but they cleared it up a lot faster than they clear it up over here in the United States, because over here it's an agenda, and it's only a handful of people, be fighting over flags and stuff like that. Oh, our flag, be proud of this, this the Southern flag and all that. It's not a whole lot of people like that, because a lot of people just know it's just, hey, why you getting bent out of shape over stuff like flags and all that? If you're a person, you know what I mean, don't get upset over nothing, especially if it's something that don't have really no effect on you. I don't care. Somebody can go out. I don't care if somebody goes out and bows in front of a flag. That's you. It shouldn't bother nobody. Yeah. Derek Bailey challenging you, Lolly. He said they're gonna get smoked. Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, the host usually does pretty good. They get a little bit more adrenaline. I'm telling you why they get a little bit more adrenaline is because they are the host, um, and over there it's a pride thing. They don't want to they don't want to lose because of the honor and stuff like that in front of their country. Man, they got to try hard as they can. But yeah, that only goes so far. When you get to the top of the elite, like in sprinting, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's gonna be a melanated guy at the finish line when it comes to that 100 meters and 200. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's my prediction. Yeah, yeah. But look at Lala D. She said, yeah, she's Derek Bay. They better get smoked. Yeah. Lala D say, Santhea, I think there's one country better than the Cubans. She said the USA. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm saying no, not back then. I'm saying in the '70s you had to stamp everything with a Cuban stamp because they in boxing because we were still on we've been on that heavy amateur thing for a long time. Our pros couldn't fight, and they couldn't box pro. And those Cubans were pro. The only way the Cubans could fight pro was if they defected. That was it. Yeah, but Derek Bay said they don't ask for it, Eagle. They take it. We have to look for you 6 months later. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Derek, baby, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. But I saw around like when it first started, as I seen them, they was actually doing good in the 400, the 4x4. That I seen the Japanese was actually doing good in the 4x4. I'm not sure if they still doing good in the 4x4, but I don't know how far they made it or whatever. Yeah, they was doing good in the 4x4. I think even the 400 they was doing good. I'm not sure of one. I don't think about the 100. I think I seen one round of the 100. I think one of them made it, but then after that, I think it was a wrap. Because once you get to the top, like the cream, that just no matter, even if you're good, even if people at your house tell you how fast you are good, man? You got this, son. You're gonna get your ass whooped. As simple as that. Everybody say they have so many so-called black people on their team. She said, right, Eagle, yeah. I'm like, what? Yeah, you so hated, but see, I don't have enough time to even cover this. I don't even have enough time to cover this, but you guys must know that when you see all these different races in countries that didn't have so many races, there's races. When I say races, I mean color, like the national. These are different nations of brown-skinned people that's doing these athletics for these other countries. It's for a reason, and the main reason is for their prestige. That's one of the main reasons. The other reason is for their money. And also their fans want it. Their fans, hey, what happened is they seen stuff like the Dream Team and other stuff go over there. And I'm telling these other countries just start shaking their head. They said they're just like, well, we can't compete on the level with them when it comes to certain events. So we better try to import some of them. You know, a lot of times you guys go over there. I'm not saying who you are or it just happens sometimes. You go meet these girls over in other countries, and you have your fun, and you done left some of your family over there. You didn't even know it. Yeah, yeah. They say, "Oh, Asante." She said, "Speaking of melanated people, a black dude won rugby for the USA." Yeah, there you go. He won the game for him. There you go. But Derek Bay said, I've been noticed that. Yep. Well, they say, well, he won for the team. I mean, we know what you mean. He got that final score. Yeah, look at Lala D. She said, France soccer is so black. She said, only a few whites. Derek Bay said, yep, at Lala D. Yep. Derek B said, right there. D to the Bailey, he right back. He said, look at a lot of NBA players and who they play for in the Olympics. All different teams. Yeah. Okay, I got to get on Lala, but that's what I'm saying, Lala. She said something there. She said just because the blacks win games for them doesn't mean they love black people. Those countries are making monkey sounds and throwing bananas on the soccer field. Yeah, but those, see what you're getting, that's always had to happen. And just like I said, when I was trying to break down the South here, when I was breaking down the South here, that has to happen. Those group of people still, they have to exist. They really don't exist as much as you think they do because a lot of that stuff is paid for. Because if you think about it, just think about it, if you wanted to just be a racist, like a hardcore racist, just think how much hate you would actually have in you to be a hardcore racist if you thought about it. I know you can't think like that, but just think about that. I want to be a hardcore racist. Just think about what your daily life would be. You would have to, you would always have a frown on your face. You probably have a heart attack before you got 40 years old. All you doing is looking crazy and mad and mean all day long. As soon as you leave the house, and you're frowning up as soon as you see somebody, don't get that fruit because they touched it. You live like this. Think about that. So it almost seems like to me, and I know it exists, but I'm going to be honest with you folks. For me, it seemed like it would be hard to exist, even though it does exist. That you have to be a certain kind of person to have that kind of hate. How many people can you breed with just that kind of hate all day long? Because I've seen people, like I watch Master Inc. And I don't believe in marking your body up, but I've seen a couple of shows where people have been raised like that. And they just, after a while, they just got around certain people and they just grew out of it. And the reason I brought up the Master Inc. is, I'm not endorsing them, but the thing is that the people had hate tattoos on. And so they wanted to go in and get like a cover up. In other words, they wanted to get another tattoo to cover up their SWAT stickers and stuff like that, or they hate. And they was asking them why were they like that. And they was just like, well, I was just young and I was brought up. That's the way they brought me up. They said, but I just started learning when I got older that it was bullshit. So you got to think about it. So that has to be something that's implanted in your mind over and over again, especially with all the media that we have now. It would be hard to just be like a person that just hates all day. Because with me, I don't hate anything. I hate evil. I don't hate people. I hate evil. If you're an evildoer, I hate what you're doing. I don't hate you. I hate the evil. Because you might be a good person that's just been caught up with the brainwashing or the brain damaging to do all this evil stuff. But I'm not going to hate you. If you're evil, I'm hating that evil. I'm not going to hate you. Yeah. So I'll just put it that way. So a lot of those people are staged. And I know they do that, but a lot of that is just staged. It's not, like I said, there's not a group of people that keep that much hate because they can see the good that you do also. Okay, so, but I understand where you're coming from, Miss Lala D, and I respect it, okay? Just saying that. Derek Bay say I watched the woman polo team beat the hell out of Japan 4. God dang, 25-4 or something like. It's time to just quit. You got to come up out of the, you know what I mean? You got to stop playing. Once somebody gets up that high, it's over with. She said something. Have you heard of Gucci on Yuly? Okay. I used to work with his mom and aunt. He went through hell as a black soccer player in Europe. Yeah, that's because it takes, because of the transition it takes. Eagles wear boxing. Have you been to any of these countries? Yeah, I used to live overseas. Yeah, but I'm telling you, they really. Okay, this is because Jay Brown brings up a good point. Before I finish up with the rest, before I keep going now, I'm just gonna put this out there. Now I'm not gonna tell you the nationality of the people, but I had a lot of good friends in different countries in Europe, and I still do. Even to this day, I still know they people want to take me home with them all the time. Every time I meet somebody, they want to take me home. Let's go over there. People want to take me to places like Jordan. People want to take me to just take me. I ain't got. They just want to take me to Africa. They want to take me to Europe, Iceland. I'm telling you, I got One of my best friends, not really, not she's not really. She is a female. She's not really a best friend, but she's a good friend of mine. She always supports me. She live in Iceland. So yeah, I know people. You know, she always want me to come over. Well, come over, we come over to Iceland. Yeah, I don't like the name as much. I'm good with snow and stuff, but ice, I don't know. I'm be over there falling and shit. Oh no, I got something in my mind. I've never been to Iceland. I don't know if any of y'all been to Iceland, but it just seems like shit, ice. Where I get my vegetables and stuff. I'm tripping. I'm like, damn, I gotta be able to eat when I go over there. I can't go over there and fast for two weeks to a month or whatever. Cause I think they get most of their food out the ocean. I ain't eating. I'm not eating well, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I'm not narrow-minded, but maybe I'm just overthinking the process. So anyway, I'm a type of person I like to ask questions, and I like to find out about people. So what I did is I just started asking certain people that were older at the time. They're older people that could have been around still, might have been babies or little around the time that Hitler was around. So I would ask certain people from different countries, you know, about Hitler and about, you know, about some of the dictators back in that time and stuff. And I asked them about themselves, and they were disgusted with the idea of some of these dictators. They said, no, no, no. And I asked about us, about people with the brown skin and stuff, and they say they love everybody. They said they love you and stuff like that. And I got along with them, and like, I would fight with them the same way that we fight in kid, but I would fight with them in their language because, of course, you learn like certain things. So I would fight with them in their language, just kidding around, just playing around and stuff like that. And they would tell me, they say, "Oh, you crazy" and stuff like that, you know, but you're good. They always say that, you know, that you're a good person, and that's all they care about is if you're a good person. Now, some of that stuff still goes on, but all they really give a damn about is if you're a good person or not. And believe it or not, I brought this up before. Jay Brown didn't hear, but I brought this up before. There were actually black people that was living in Germany when Hitler was in power, and he didn't do a damn thing to them. Didn't do nothing to them. It wasn't about what you heard. It wasn't about that. It was about agenda. It had shit to do with they wasn't going around like you talk. Because I know we always learned about the Jews and what they did and all that stuff with the Jews and stuff like that. And there's other stories. You got to listen to personal stories. Yeah, is they used to make them wear certain clothing and stuff like that. But there was blacks that lived there and they were okay. As a matter of fact, there was actually blacks in Hitler's armies there. Y'all didn't even know that. Matter of fact, I'm not sure which company it was. I don't know if it was the Tuskegee Airmen. I don't know if it was the Air Corps or another group of soldiers and stuff that was over there. They actually reported back to a lot of people and the families and stuff. Matter of fact, I know people personally that said that, yeah, oh yeah, my grandfather told me that there was blacks on the other side. So there's different stories, man. They tell us one thing, but they're not telling us the whole story, brother and sisters. They're not telling us the whole story. They're not. And that's another thing right there, Lala, when you talk about those stories, it's always the first person. When you're the first person, if you in color and you're trying to break that color line, yeah, you're going to go through it. You're going to go through it, but that's because it has to be that way. It has to be. The color line for football, a lot of people don't know, the color line for football was broken before most sports. College football. And I believe it was in, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was USC. I think it was USC, and I believe the guy was I think he was either defensive end or something like that, or maybe he was on offense. I don't know. You guys got to check it out. And I just remembered that he was a great player, but he only had one arm. Yep. But Derek Bay said, but that's preliminaries. Yep. Well, the preliminary. Yeah, I know, but I don't know what they did after that, though. And and I see what Joseph Brown wrote down. Derek Bailey's crying. He said, "Right, Eagle." I see what Joseph Brown is writing down, but that's all agenda too, man. That, believe me, those people, all those people aren't like that, because those same people will get mad as hell if they just think about this. So I'm gonna let you guys. So we're gonna leave it. So let's leave it here. Let's leave it in America. So let's leave it right here. Let's not go over to another country and stuff. Let's just leave it right here just for a second. So just think about this right now. There's people that got mad about the NBA, right? Too many melanated people in the NBA. Okay, so for at a time, what happened is attendance and everything else went down, right? What was that, in the 80s? Something like that. All the attendance and stuff went down. But now everybody is going crazy about the NBA, right? It's not in full swing now, but look how much money how many players they got in the NBA versus boxers or whatever else. How many players in the NBA? Just a lot of players in the NBA, right? What's the average amount of money that an NBA player makes today? They make some bank, right? Remember, what happened to all the hate? What happened to all the real low attendance? In the area that I live at, you ain't going to have no low attendance. You're not going to have no low attendance here, no matter how many brothers you put out there. But a lot of this stuff is done for agenda. But what is always bigger than if somebody puts out like a racial debate or racial agenda? What's always bigger than that? I'm going to see what somebody writes down. If you guys should be intelligent. This is grown folks chat. What's always bigger than some kind of a racial tension or racial event? What's always bigger than that? The bottom line is what? When it comes to sports, what's the bottom line? So if you run somebody out and then all of a sudden you suck, then what happens? They'll go flooding right back in there. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, somebody in here probably got the answer. Though. Let me go down and see what y'all got. Okay, Lala D is at Joseph Brown. I'm gonna stay out of y'all's conversation. Okay, Lala D said, "Oh, I see Asante." She said, "Agents, like the agents who come and riot in neighborhoods during unrest, and nobody saw them before, and they there you go, and their agents are the ones looting and shit." Yep, they do that all the time. It's always, even if you have an organization. If you have an organization, there's going to be somebody to try to infiltrate. I try to get my people, even in the chat, I try to get to have the discussion one time, Lala D. I said, you know what? I said, for us to go get like the great prices, is we got to just start doing stuff as groups. Like, say, for instance, 4 or 5 of us need to get a car. Then we go to Kansas City or somewhere where the cars are cheaper, where they're actually cheaper in Connecticut, I think is the cheapest place you can actually buy a vehicle. That's the cheapest place. But we're not going to Connecticut. We don't want to go to Connecticut. So we just meet like in the Midwest somewhere, like Kansas City, and like 10 of us or something, we just pick up cars. And we just get like a group discount, because we get like a fleet discount. You see what I mean? But that's how you overcome like inflation and all this other stuff, is you just start doing stuff as a group. Like, people don't want people on their Costco card and stuff like that. Yeah, put everybody on your Costco card. Y'all start doing stuff as a team, and that's how we get past all this shit. I don't care what it is, man. It could be anything. I don't care if you're a wine drinker, join a wine group with your friends. If you're a cigarette smoker, join some kind of club, whatever, man, where you get discounts and all that, whatever. Join with a whole group. Stop being so selfish and me and shit like that, man. And we could do this across the nation as groups. And we don't have to necessarily live right next to each other. I mean, like I said, patronize and shop with Lala D. If Lala D have a shop, she's selling shoes and whatever, she's selling jewelry, then shop with her. And vice versa, shop with Jay Brown, shop with everybody. You know what I mean? That's how we overcome all this shit. When they see that, when they understand that, then they'll probably start doing it too. They might shop with us too. They say, "Oh, we can't get them no more. We can't get all these people into Macy's. We can't get all these people into Nordstrom's. We can't get all these people into what's another? What's a? I said Macy's or what's Bloomingdale's and all that. We can't get all these people in there. They stopped buying Gucci. They got their own like real like good brands. You guys got the artists. We got ethnic or whatever. We got ethnic artists and stuff, melanated artists. So stop it, man. Yep. Yeah. But then also realize when it comes to the brown skinned people, we got different makeup. It's different countries. It's not just your brown skin, it's your country too though. So a lot of times it's not all brown skins, because believe me, there are certain places over in Europe where they don't like they can't stand like certain people like gypsies. They don't like gypsies at all. They can't stand like gypsies. They don't. A lot of people they like Greek, not Greeks, but I'm trying to think. There's some people from Middle East they don't like. Some people they do, and some people they just don't. It's like I don't know. It's like a pick and choose thing. It's just like here. Just look at your country. You look at your country, and there's certain people that we like here, and certain people we don't. You know, I'm just tired of hearing the whole narrative. I'm tired of hearing about illegal aliens and all that. Alien? How are they alien? Maybe they feel something up here. Maybe they've been trading up here all for thousands of years. How you know? Those are native people. The native people been all over this United States, up and down. Up north, down south. Back and forth. People been trading spices and everything else over here, but they're not going to tell you the truth. Oh, Derek Bay, look at Derek Bay. He said, still don't trust them because they get rid of the tattoo. No, but I wasn't going by them getting rid of the tattoo, brother. What I was doing is I was listening to what they were saying. You have to listen to their story, and then, see, when a man tells it or a woman tells a story, you listen to the story, but also you look at the storyteller. Is the storyteller nervous or does he sound hesitant? Is he remorseful? Now, if somebody's telling you a story and they crying because they did hateful stuff, then they probably mean that they are sorry for doing what they did. There's other things, brother. There's interactions also. So that's what I like to go by. See, here, it's hard to go by your interaction because you can just type stuff. You see what I mean? That's the whole thing, is the dialogue has to be something where you just sit down, and then also, if there's a possibility to watch the people just to make sure. You know, you can just check people by just showing them certain stuff. Because a lot of people, they're not sensitive. And I'm going to tell you, I don't like to say this, but some people don't have spirit, man. They don't have like, the spirit has no heart in it. They can watch a total black and white, you can show a movie of just straight racist beatdowns I didn't say black and white, but when I say black and white, I'm talking about the color of the film, the movie, black and white movie from different countries of the so-called minority, not necessarily minority in color, but the minority poor people just getting slashed and beat down and stuff. And some people won't have any feelings about it, and they'll be like, oh, well, what they do? They probably did something. They probably was, inciting some type of a riot. And that's what a lot of these sheriffs and stuff was saying over here. That's what they get you for. They always get you for something bogus. That's why they have something called disturbing the peace. Disturbing the peace shouldn't even never be a charge. It shouldn't even be in anybody's book far as anything that's illegal. It should never be in there. A disturbance of the peace. Because if you ask me, anytime you put on a siren, you're disturbing the peace. I can't feel peaceful when you outside my house with the lights and the siren going, the lights going, and you got guns drawn. You're disturbing the peace. And no, I'm not asking for lawlessness, but I'm just saying, disturbing the peace. Well, I don't even have peace. I don't even have my freedom. You take my freedoms all the time. Because the thing is, the reason they take our freedoms because we don't really practice our freedoms. And we don't know the Constitution. That's why. That's why some states don't let you can't even bear arms. And that's unconstitutional. You know why it's unconstitutional? Because it's in the Constitution And all the laws outside of the Constitution, supreme laws, all the other laws, and I said this before, is supposed to parallel those supreme laws, but they don't. But I understand what you're saying, though, Derek Bailey. He said I don't trust him still. Have you guys been keeping up with fencing? Yeah, no, Lala, I don't really watch fencing that much. I can't even remember the guy I used to follow in fencing. I think it was only one person that I actually followed in fencing. Yeah, yeah, but I don't see how some of these countries are getting out of hand with this, being more racist than the United States. But like I said, you are not a hidden microphone in somebody's house, so you don't know what kind of shit they say. Most of the stuff that I'll say in the open, the same kind of stuff I'm gonna say in private. I'm not gonna put out a whole lot of racial stuff. Now I'm gonna tell you this so you know me. The worst thing I'll use is I might use somebody's color against them, and that's it. And I'm just using that as a description. I'm not gonna throw their whole nation underneath the tracks. If it's a certain person, I look at this, and I'm kind of foul with it. I might say, look at this pink MF did this or whatever. It could be anybody, but that's the extent of where I go. But I still would bring up, like, if somebody tries to use a euphemism, I won't let you use a euphemism. If you're, I won't let you use terms around me like colonizer, pioneer. I won't let you use that kind of terminology around me. I'm going to go off on you. Simple as that. And when you start calling other people illegal, see, I fight stuff like that. When you call other people illegal aliens. And when you say people are occupied or occupied Israel, well, United States is occupied too. If you want to know the truth, that this country is occupied also. But that's too much. We can't go all into that. You kids, you guys stop it. You guys come in here and get Eagle going. Yeah, Lala D said, I've been to ICE. She said, a snooze fest. Yeah, Lala, I wasn't planning on being there more than a couple of weeks or so. Maybe a month. I don't know if I'm going over there to see that girl or not, though. But she's a nice girl, though. Yeah, she's a nice girl. I met her in I actually met her in a store. I didn't know her. I met her in the store. She needed some help, So that was it. Missed that also at Lala D. Okay, Lala D says it's a snooze fest. Okay. Lala D said, no, Iceland isn't icy. She hardly no tree. I know that too. Greenland icy, but I'm saying Iceland, yeah, no trees. It looks rocky, but they got cattle over there. I'm like, because she sends me like all kinds of. I get videos and stuff. I get all her videos and stuff like that, so I get to see what it is. But I love that I love her career is that she's a movie maker. So, and I was supposed to get a movie done with her, but we never got it done. So maybe I had to go over there to, try to finalize something or get something going. But I'd say, yeah, a snooze fest. Yeah, I know it's not too much to do over there, huh? Yep. Derek Bay said, I like to stay away from cold countries. I don't mind them, but my whole thing, no matter where I go, my biggest thing, people get all excited about going places. I think for the long haul. What if I get stuck there or something? I always think about my food. Because my food, I don't eat what everybody else eat. People sit down and eat steak and all that. They can eat all that. They can eat all the pig and all that other stuff. I don't eat. I'm like, I got to be able to at least have, I would say 5 vegetables I can survive off of for a place for any period of time. I can survive off of my 5 foods. That's it. If they don't have my food, I don't know. I got to make sure first. You got to have my food before I go anywhere. Yeah. Okay, Derek, baby. Yeah, Lala checking for you. Yeah. Lala D say, yeah. She said that's true, Cynthia. I have a set of books about what really happened in Germany. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yes, we did know that. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't know that. I have a book called Germany's Black Nazis. All three books. Yep. Derek Bailey said, yeah. Read Germany's Black Holocaust. Yep. Yeah. Derek Bailey said the NBA want to have every country plan. That's it. And then back to my question, what I was asking earlier, and then Derek Bailey comes back with it right on time, just like I said. So it's not. So that's what. Derek Bailey, how many times have I covered this whole black and cultural issue? How many times have I covered that? Even with the Jack Johnson, that shit didn't matter. I mean, Jack Johnson, you think all the people was paying to see him lose? They know he wasn't going to lose them damn fights. Y'all got to stop that. Oh, they paying to see the Great White Hope and all that. Stop that. They painting that in your mind that is black against white. No. They, of course, if you break it down to all the way down to say that we want to see a white fighter beat Jack Johnson, yes, of course. Yeah, that's what they want to see. But they knew that shit wasn't more likely to happen. They liked to watch him fight too, even though they was rowdy and acting crazy and shit. But I'm going to tell you something right now, that there's certain people on this earth that when it comes to sports and entertainment, that they go crazy after the event all the time anyway. That they always start riots. What about national championships and stuff like that? Or somebody won the pennant. There's certain communities of people that just go crazy because that's their makeup, and they can't change that because that's always been their makeup, is to go crazy over shit. And I'm just going to say it like that. That's right. Lala D talking to Derek. Okay. And then Derek right back at Lala D. And then Lala D is, oh my gosh, she said Netflix is canceling Ozark after one more season. Oh my goodness. That girl, she into some TV, huh? Okay. Derek Bailey. Okay. Lala D back to I got to look close. Okay. Lala D said all the so-called liberal states have the strictest gun laws. It's a setup. There you go. That's what it is. It is a setup. And then Derek Bailey said, now they are trying to make everyone get the jab. Yep. Derek Bailey said, pork will kill you, Eagle. It'll kill me. I can't mess with it, brother. I'm just saying. I got to check my food before I go anywhere. Lala D said, and I would describe Icelandic people as lukewarm. They're not rude or unfriendly, but they just kind of enough to make you feel okay until you go home. Yeah. No, but she's real nice though. I mean, I just end up meeting nice people for some reason. That's just me, Lala. I meet nice people. I can't talk for all y'all. If y'all can't meet nice people, man, y'all start being nicer. I don't know what the hell y'all bringing a different spirit with you. They love the eagle way. The ascent there. Derek Bailey said a few times. A lot of these right back at Derek Bailey. Okay, so they have their own conversation and stuff like that. And Lala D, I think you owe me an email. I forgot what it was about now though, but I think you owe me an email or some information you never sent me at Eagles Way of Boxing. I mean at gmail.com. But you owe me some information. We got people to come in here, they're supposed to give out information, they never give out the information. We need to get that information from each other. You know, we ain't got to be that close, but let's be a little close. Even if I met you once, I'm probably gonna love it. I'm gonna laugh anyway. I'm gonna have fun regardless of anybody I met in here. I'm gonna have fun with them and laugh with them anyway. We gonna come together and laugh it up or whatever. It's not gonna be a bad time. It's gonna be a good time. That's just me. Yeah. But yeah, they take all this stuff. I mean, see, when you understand that your Constitution is a joke, when you talking about when people talking about that their rights, it's a joke, or they take it as a joke until yes, you got money, and you can fight it. Just like I try to bring out certain laws to people in the chat every once in a while, even though this is not a law class or nothing like that. I try to bring stuff out. I tell you, look. Even for a cop to do stuff to you, that is actually against the law when he starts like checking you and searching you and putting your handcuffs on you. But nobody is going to challenge him You're not going to challenge them. The court won't challenge them because they all together. If you put that out there and let them know, well, these courts are together. The DA is working is working with my attorney. My attorney don't want to press certain charges because there should be way more torture charges against the police than anything because they torture the shit out you. My nerves are ruined in my arms, and that's for having all them damn handcuffs on. Because especially when I was a bigger guy. Yeah. When I was doing all that powerlifting, it was huge. When they handcuffed me, they put all kinds of handcuffs. They put like 3 pairs of handcuffs on me. They handcuffed the hell out of me, man. And they can't bend my arms back. My arms only go so far at 2. When you weigh 280 pounds and you wear a size 60 jacket, your arms don't move back like other people's arms move back. They don't move back like that. You know what I mean? So, and they put them shits on tight, man. They try to mess you up real bad. And that causes nerve damage. A lot of people don't know the handcuffs cause nerve damage. And I don't need to be a scientist to figure that shit out. If you got something pressing on your nerves, it's going to cause nerve damage. As simple as that. Huh? You can lay on your arm wrong and mess up your nerves a little bit. Your shit will fall asleep. Your arm be asleep. Oh, my arm is asleep. My hand feel like it's this big. So just think about it. Somebody's like got you in handcuffs for like hours and hours. Get out of here. Wrists all swollen up, hands swelling up. Get out of here. You ain't do, that didn't do no permanent damage. Yes, it did. It did do permanent damage. Just think about even boxing. You take the sport of boxing. There could be permanent damage done to you just by one punch. So you think if somebody locks up your wrist or something, that can't be permanent damage if that's done for hours? You see what I mean? I just get tired of people just not going to really like think, like rationalize. You have to also think too, though. But yeah, this whole boxing thing, we need to get to the point to where we can get excited. I'm waiting for that point, Derek Bailey, in chat. I'm waiting for the point where we can get excited about fights again. So where we can say, oh yeah, this fight, this is gonna be lit here. This is gonna be the fight. But we have to just keep waiting. They just got us waiting. But eventually we're gonna get a fight. Yep. Derek Bay said, right, Eagle. He said that is why bodybuilders have to sleep on a bunch of pillows. Yeah. That should have messed you up, man. You're sleep laying on your side and you wake up, your arm is all dead. You can't even move it. You sitting there slinging it, like trying to make it move. All that weight and blood and stuff, man. All that blood getting cut off and everything else. But you know what? I love it when I come in here and we have the dialogue so I can see exactly where people's at when it comes to other topics besides just the boxing, because it seems like we're not going to get nowhere. We'll cover these couple of fights that's coming over. Friday we'll probably cover those. The fights is coming up this weekend, but it's just not a whole lot. And like I said, I'm not going to get all excited. I'm not going to be like, taking time off and getting plane tickets and all this shit just to find out that it ain't going to be no fight. I kind of feel for you, the ones that got those Wilder tickets and all that. I'm sorry for you. Sorry. You didn't see it coming. That guy's a freaking fraud. He's always going to be a fraud, that Tyson Fury. Some people can't get right. No, it's not like the movie Life. It's not that kind of person who can't get right. There's other people that can't get right. And us being here in this USA, it needs to get right. It needs to get right. Stop paying all these agents to tell us that things are a certain way when they're not really that way. That's not the way they are. We can see it. I'm using my eyesight. I'm using my ears to listen, and I hear and I see how things really are. So I'm not going to be you're not going to get me to go against certain stuff. And a lot of these countries, like I said, it depends on where you are, but there's different agendas, because like I said, I work with people from different countries, and these people, they genuinely, the ones that travel and move, those are the people that love you. Now you're gonna have people that don't like you and are easy to pay off to do certain shit. But if you remember, and I don't want that so-called apartment building that didn't have the sprinklers systems in it over in England. Okay, I heard a lot of stuff about that whole situation, and that was another setup too. So that was to get people on the street and get people to protest and say this and say that. So just be careful when you protest. If you're not actually involved, if you don't actually know, if you didn't really know the person, because a lot of these characters just pop up and we think that they were real persons. They're not even real people. Their whole family, the people that saying in their family, you can look at their eyes and tell if they were real. Their reaction is so cold. They just have no reaction. And I really don't trust cold people, especially when it comes to women. And I'm not picking on you, Lala D, because I know you're probably emotional too. But a woman with no emotions, I'm really scared of that. A woman that can't cry over nothing, I don't like that. I'm just like, yeah, I probably couldn't have you in my life. Like, nah, this girl don't. It's nothing that makes you. If you ask them, oh no, I'm not sensitive to anything. No, really, not emotional to anything. You gotta watch your ass because even animals are emotional to certain stuff. Yeah, Derek Bates, I'd have been hella mad if I had tickets. Yeah, yeah. You right, brother. I'd have been mad too. Shit, got tickets. You all celebrating. Y'all got my hotel room. Hey, me and Derek Bailey, yeah, man, we right next to each other, brother. We got rooms right next to each other, man. We gonna go down. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. And then a voice in the back of our head, Derek, tell us, you ain't gonna do shit. And that's exactly what we end up doing. Not a damn thing. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is, man. Eagles Way of Boxing on another Wednesday, man. In Grown Folks Chat. Yep. That's what it's nothing but blessings, man. Peace and blessings all the time with Eagles Web. I'll be here for a second. Y'all already know. Got to stay in just so they don't shut me down far as cut the stream off. So I usually stay in here and I'm still like running my mouth a little bit, but I will disappear, so don't get used to me just sitting here talking. Yeah. And I'm sorry we can't. We need a. We'll have an open discussion one of these times. We got to have some kind of open discussion. I got to let you guys get in or something like that. I may do it. I may just, I might just open up the Discord one time when we're doing the show, and just let you guys come in. Maybe we'll do a later show, and I'll do the Discord or something like that. You guys come in and you guys can chop it up with the Eagle. We'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. We'll figure out how we do it. But we'll do it that way because a lot of these things are really important to talk about. He said, "Hey, Eagle, is Tonto a native word?" I don't think so. It's actually Buffalo, and it's not. It's Tatanka, Tatantula. That's part of a prayer. But tonto is actually dumbass. Yeah, so the tonto means dumbass. It's more Latin. Yeah, that's more or less what it is. It's more Latin, more Spanish. It's not really ours. It says ours really talking about buffalo or something like that. Or a form of that word we do in different languages. We do use a form of that word, but not like that. So we use a form of that. Lala, I already told everybody good night. Salute, Lala D. Say she back. Eagle out of here now, girl. But hey, come in here on Friday. Come Friday, I'll be on usually about close to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back in here. And usually our last 10 minutes, we usually have just like an open discussion. Like right now, we probably went like a long time with just an open discussion because Derek I usually be fighting to get out of here, but for some reason, y'all love me, so y'all want Eagle to talk. Yeah, but y'all know what it is. Peace and blessings. And I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all Friday. Yeah. Yeah, and that whole narrative, even with the Lone Ranger, believe me, that whole Lone Ranger thing. The Lone Ranger was actually uh, a melanated guy. He was actually a real guy. It was a real guy, but he wasn't white. Okay, I'm gonna catch y'all, man. Okay, so I see you down there, Lala D. She said the son there. She said they said the true original American language are um, Semitic. Okay, she said I can believe it. It's true. Yeah. On my mom's side, the language is it's a type of Hebrew type. It's a Hebrew language um, when they break it down. Um, but yeah, we were all over the world too, though. So and just going back and forth, it's hard um, to just it's hard to pinpoint if you don't have the history in your blood. It's just hard to pinpoint because then you get stuck in books. You know what I mean? You just have to know in your heart, and you'll get the truth. You'll get the truth for answer. You just have to, like I said, you just got to open up and just go to the source, which a lot of people don't believe in, which is actually the Creator. Once you go to Him, and He believes you, He believes that you want to know, and you are able to know, because everybody's not able to go to Him, and you're able to know. Then He's gonna let you know. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you coming through though, Lala. We miss you, and I love that you come through with, at least in this chat, you come through with the intelligence that I love, and the foresight, and also the insight, and also you bring a lot to our narrative when we come in here. And especially, I love when you and Derek Bailey can probably talk a long time because of. I mean, I know a lot of people, a lot of things. What they're calling this is they're calling this like consciousness, but with me, it's not really consciousness. It's just living like life. It's like I don't believe in the time like people believe in time. I just know that the sun rises and sets, and things do grow, but that doesn't have anything to do with time. It just has to do with the effect of the sun, because the plants don't grow without the sun. That's it. When the sun comes up, the plant's gonna grow some more. It goes down. Because without that, a plant is not even going to grow. You can plant seeds and the plant is just be like real small. That's all it is. Anyway, yeah, that's just extra stuff that people don't need to know about that. But good to have the conversation. I might have to get rid of this video. It's too much information in this video, but we'll talk about it again though. Hey, peace, y'all.